Like the video, thumb up the video. Like the video, thumb up the video.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
If you're conscious and awakened, you heard about Silent or TV. If you're conscious, why you're hating? Some of us think too small, just too afraid to fall. If you're conscious and awakened, you know that the studio gets deep. Black news and history in the making. Let's get up from the fall, wise up and take it all.
I'm the Rock Squad up, Magi Archers in the building, please believe. Oh shit. If you ain't Sinetta, no time for that interview, dog. I put my shit out for niggas, I don't send it to blogs. Clan kill off the Buddha, not being discreet. One puff, this big pops and projectiles. Between the sheets. Sun run, cold game, bring your cleats. The best flow blow, Eskimo, penguin feet. Don't need no blunt to burn. You run the turf with 10 niggas on the block. That's a punt return. Ayo, Dolomite prototype soldier with the solar light. Saber and he hold it like he hold a mic. Golden ice benders. Sipping on that overpriced poltergeist spirits. Ripping at the open mic, spoke the nice lyrics like Mama moved mean overnight. Golden motorbike holding on some Tron shit. That nice neon kit is on it. The king's libation with exotic liqueur. The queen's vibration like a Sada Shakur. A lot of the poor imported foreign threads they ain't got at the store. Nubian Kush and black top pottery jaws. 39% THC, the quality pure. Old rappers try to spit ain't hot as before. It's like I'm 5 flights above, bust the shots at the floor. Cats switch up their style when they ain't got it no more. Cause they gotta keep their product in stores to feed their kids. See what that weed did? The yes man agreeing on everything we said. I smell the mic like it's the love of my life. Don't get sliced and beat with the butt of the knife. Brother polite, I say I'm animalistic, cause I still be in the hood with my hand on my pistol. The Hebrews think I'm cannibalistic, E5 divination, channel the mystic, audio visionary. Let's play poetical Pictionary. Picture me burning down your missionary. Yeah, then I send you religion. That red dot on your head, that's Hindu tradition. Invisible, independent, intrinsic shit. I'll bring it all to an end with indivisible games. Charles Xavier, getting your brain. Mental anguish or manifesting physical pain. Wizard remains to dance in the chemical rain. Breathe slow, then I'm up out of this physical plane. Got military machinery that exercise, weaponized greenery. Shine at a jeopardize the scenery, son. Bruh, the beam 10 times your distance. Inclines convention. Stop rising with no trend line resistance. The parabolic breakout. I'm F-16 with the aeronautic fake out. The God killer. The God killer. The God killer. The God killer. It's the God killer. The God killer. That's who it is. The God killer. The God killer. It's the God killer. killer. The God killer. The God killer. The God killer. It's the God killer. The God killer. The God killer. The God killer. The God killer.
Hit that again, man. Black African Power family, man. Y'all know what it is, man. We here with a real good, powerful show, man. God Killers in the building, man. Bobby Banger all day, every day, man. We just want to put some things together, man. I see y'all piling up in the chat, man. Appreciating that. Really do. Yeah, we want to put together some nice, smooth on shows. And, you know, we're just going to do our thing, man. Shout out to everybody that's scientifically literate. And shout out to the brothers and sisters that's trying to get there. It's a hard goddamn road. Certainly is. Human brain, the mind, the brain, Stone Age brain is designed for the Stone Age. It's designed. Let me say this. Math is logic. That's not how this thing was put together. Not at all. Human beings was illogical for 350,000 years until they developed math. And with that statement, that's where everybody fall apart at. Life. Anyway, so yeah. So that statement right there, y'all be like, come on, Unc. I'm supposed to listen to you. It helped us through. It helped us through for 300,000 years, 350,000 years or so. And now we supposed to listen to you, and you're not listening to me. Okay? We're listening to other human beings that actually figured that out. And it starts with your ancestry. Early Homo sapiens sapiens. Civilization started to rise and grow. Different portions on the planet. And over time, the human experience, things that they went through, put them in a situation where they had to start making separations. Those who was able to separate reality from, let's say, superstition, they was better off. The things started to turn. Early on, superstition worked for you. You know, like you about to go into battle against maybe 10 people. And so you go to the great oracle, the bone of a dead ancestor. Right? You heat up something and you stick it in the bone and the bone crack a little bit. And that was the spirit of the bird king. The spirit of the bird king told you what you need to do. It was superstition. The daggone bird king didn't tell you nothing. The spirit of the spirit of the bird king wasn't no spirit. That was just religion. Didn't tell you anything. You told you what you wanted to tell you. Because you basically wanted to go fight anyway. You looked at the crack and the crack moved that way. Like, yes, we're going to fight. Yeah, that's how it was. But when you start getting 20,000 men in the battlefield, 30,000 men in the battlefield, you still was a little superstitious, spooked out, right? But it was some other things need to be at play, and you started to work on it. But let me see how many, we got 73,000 in the building, man. We're going to have some fun today. We're going to get in and out. This is what we doing. We banging and we getting out. All right? We banging and we getting out. Welcome to the community of skeptics. We're definitely skeptic about everything that's running across our plate. We just gotta be. The environment is bananas. we would actually have people claiming not to be religious. Watch this. Catch it. Claiming not to be religious. We don't believe in Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. That's the white man's religion. We not religious. But then they'll bang on another black person that's a Hebrew or black Christian. They'll bang on them. Somebody somewhere help me understand what's the difference. I thought I used to know the difference, but as I really settled down into the groove, I realized that it wasn't no different. God is God no matter where it's at, and everybody will change the idea of what God is based off of their view, but it's still God at the end of the day. And then people are trying to act like was a culture, it ain't God, but to stop using the word then. So if you arguing with another black person about their God, you tripping. Now we into the argument, my God is better than yours. My God is definitely better than the God. I know the African God. I used to say it. So you can't tell me. I'm part of my experiences. What you see now, I'm a product of my experiences. What you watching now is me going through trials and tribulations, like all human beings do. So I ain't saying I'm better than you. I'm just saying I'm figuring it out. And as I figure it out, I pass it on to you. See, that's the value. They always say, watch this, that a fool learns from his own mistakes, but an intelligent person learns from other mistakes. I'm giving y'all a chance to learn from my mistakes, not from your own. So the mistake is to argue with another black person about their God, but still carry your God. Why do it? Now, everybody, let's just chill off of that, and maybe we can work on something that's more productive. I'm not saying I don't like the listening to the good debate over Islam and the back and the African God. That's cool. Don't get it twisted. But we ain't gonna act like it ain't the same thing, because it is. Yeah, but the Africans believed in this. They sure did. They had belief system. And I seen it start to spiral out of control where all of a sudden we was acting like that they didn't have a belief system. And that was so wrong, because they did. They had belief system like all human beings did. So I can respect a person with African ancestry choosing a traditional African religion, but I'm gonna look at you side-eyed when you try to act like it's more than just a belief, and you try to put fancy words around it and all that. I ain't going for that. And you know why I'm not going for that? Because that could be a recipe for disaster, because people will get up on here and they will control you with that right there. Don't trust them. Yeah, like I'm sitting around chilling with my man, talking to him, we having a good conversation, right? My man Mecca, Cornish, what's up, man? Grew up together. One day I'll bring him on. Good dude, right? And it was funny, and y'all gonna get it. It's kind of funny, right? When you come into the conscious community and you bright-eyed, and you like, yeah, we're gonna learn, man, this groundbreaking information we're gonna get, because you feel like it's some groundbreaking information, right? You feel like that. And you be like, yeah, I'm getting it. You know, they hid that from us. And then once you get to a certain plateau, when you read and you studied, and then you realize the very thing that you ran from, watch this, traditional education, was the very place you could have got all you really needed to get. You just had to know how to work and navigate the daggone system. And to think that you was getting some hidden history from a bunch of unqualified, having fun dudes who the only ones who could actually benefit off of telling you that was bananas. And we didn't see it coming. But guess what? I'm telling you, I'm letting you know that in reality, where we was, the educational system, no matter how shabby you think it might be, was a good place for us to start and finish and add to. Trust me with that. First of all, first trick. The first trick is the hidden history. The damn history ain't never been hidden from us. It was actually in the secret vault called the library. It actually was. Second point, This is what these dudes will come online. Sisters too will come online and swear to have the ultimate history, the sacred history that they wouldn't tell us in school. Well, damn, of course they wouldn't tell you everything in school, 1 through 12. Like, how much time of the day do you think they actually had to tell you all that? They wouldn't have. Matter of fact, nobody gets all of that. Some things are saved for higher learning. Did you really think they was going to give you all that for free? See, knock it off. How much did you think you was going to get for free? How much time of the day should you have spent in school? Should it have been 12 hours, right? How about 8 hours? Actually, since I was a part of homeschooling my kids, you only required to be in school for 4 hours. For real. Be honest with you. But the reality, what I'm trying to say is, man, how much did you really think you was going to get for free? At a certain point, we got to be responsible for educating our people. And I don't mean turn them out the schools and lower their literacy level. I don't mean that. I'm just saying anything extra that we felt like they should have had, we should have put together a program, a Saturday school, a Sunday school, because this is what all functioning communities do. They do not do it the way we did it. Not to leave out white people, because they got a wild community too. But guess what? They have handled their wild community, and everybody know what a wild community is. They call it the pseudo community. That's why we put the word out there, pseudo. That's why I made sure I beat the drum with it so that we could separate the real from the fake. This is how you know the fake. The fake will sit up here and swear they got the sacred and divine knowledge, right? And if you listen closely to what they're saying, they are the only people who can actually benefit from what they're saying. The flat earth, the Native American, I'm the black American, the black Indian American. The person who's getting the views is actually the only people that can benefit. They can get some money from YouTube. I'm not knocking that. You're going to be online, you might as well get some money from being online. But they're the only ones that can benefit from it. And if you just saying, well, I'm benefiting, I ain't mad at you. But don't play me like you giving me something that I could get to my children that they could take out in the world and be successful, because that's really how they promote that. And the truth is they can't. So what is it that you can benefit off of knowing that the earth is flat? What type of mathematics would that be? What job could your children get thinking the earth is flat? They couldn't be in the mathematical field. They couldn't be in the scientific field. They could do none of these things. They couldn't be engineers, math. They couldn't be none of these things. They couldn't be in nothing that they could go get and bring it back to the community. So we end up being a lost generation stuck in a crazy community where a few people can only benefit. Yeah, and I said it, and I'm standing right there. Now move me. They can't, because they don't have nothing. Because whatever they got, they actually have nothing. This is how you can tell if what the person is sitting in front of you saying makes some damn sense. If you can actually take what they teach you and actually apply it to real world situations, meaning you can get a job, you could start a business, you could move up at your job at a higher level based off of the way you're thinking, based off of the new ideas you're bringing in, all these things, a groundbreaking business or just a business idea, period, that really works and makes sense. And not the business of selling damn incense. That ain't what we talking about by the bundles. That ain't what we talking about. We saying, what is it can your children take from the flat earth? Not a daggone thing. It's good for conversations amongst the family members during Thanksgiving and Christmas when you baffle them with your ignorance, and they don't even know they're ignorant, but they be like, some of the family members are saying, boy, that don't make no sense. The smart ones do. But mostly they be like, oh, that sounds good. You might be right. Because remember, right, to say that the earth is flat actually feeds into your common sense. Because when you go outside, it actually looks flat. Science is counterintuitive. You can't even imagine how large the earth is because you've been so little on the earth all your life. Human beings do not understand the size and the shape of the earth. It's impossible for you to understand that without science, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so the point I'm making here is They got us. And I want to be the first to tell you, they got me. So I spent like 5 years at a New Wapian thinking I'm getting some sacred knowledge, which was a bunch of truth and falsehood strangely mixed. So damn right I'll be mad, and y'all should be mad. If y'all spending time on YouTube getting stuff that you can't even pass on, right, or generate some cash off of, then what do you actually do? I like to be entertained. Well, if you're being entertained for 7, 8 hours at a time, then there's something wrong with you. You ain't trying to be successful anyway. You just like to be entertained. So just go play some video games. I get it. Not mad at y'all. I'm talking about those who want to be part of the shaking and baking and moving forward. I'm talking to those who want to be able to pass something down to family members or pass something down to some brothers in the hood that you might walk by that's on the corner selling dope and you want to give them something. Don't give them the flat earth. That's not going to help them out because they can't get out the street and replace that income that they're getting out the street with the flat earth or saying they the Native Americans. Only people can make money off that is Con Calloway. He the only one can make money off of that. And Pseudos Sanchez, he the only one can get money off that. He gonna have 1,000 people watching that. He gonna get money off that. I ain't a hater, I'm a participator. But I'm saying is, man, y'all gotta start listening to more people who will give you something that you could turn over in your regular everyday old life, dog. Else you just sitting around waiting to die because we all dying. We all moving towards death. That's all I'm saying. I ain't hating. I'm saying, yo, we gotta start producing our critical thinking skills. This is what we're gonna have to start doing. Yeah, we can't sit there and listen to a person like Five Keys with the music in the background talking about the high level conversation, high level. Man, shut the hell up. There ain't no high level conversation they got over there. Ben Carson ain't got a high level conversation. He got a knockoff of Malachi York. Wow to me. So this is what I'm trying to say. I'm saying, listen, man. Atheism in the age of ignorance. You literally got people saying, why you're atheist? That's the white man thing. And then say they don't believe in Jesus Christ or Muhammad and the God. Well, then that's a damn atheist last time I checked. You're atheist against those particular ideas anyway. But what I know, shout out to JJ7000. Shout out to Party Music DJ. What's up with you? Miss Tiffany, shout out to you. I see you in the building. We over here banging. Y'all know what it is. Keenan Wright, what's going on with you? Zachariah, Miss Zachariah, what's up with you? Yeah, man, Cube, you just a hater, yo. But I'm going to say your name, yo, because you're a hater, though. I'm going to say your name, give you some love, but you're a hater, Cube. You're not only a hater, you're a drunk hater. I just wanted to hit him with a little Cube the drunk hater. I see you, Tanisha. What's going on with you? How you doing? What it do? What it do? Who else we got in here? Professor X. The Kingdom. Yo said the spinning ball Earth is fake too. Yeah, but see, that's not what science doesn't say is a ball. See? Anyway, I'm not here to debate any of those things. I see you, Chad. What's going on? Wesley Carey, the two. What's going on with you? He talking some misogyny. I ain't gonna read it. I ain't reading none of that. I just wanted to, cool it down. Dr. Yaya, where you been at? How you doing? What's up with you? Good to see you. Professional. So, right. What is it that they teaching that you can actually take home and build a strong generation? Not with the flat earth and not saying you're Indian and sure as hell not saying you're black Hebrew Israelite, because the only people who can make money in the black Israelites is the people that's the leaders of it. Why is it set up that way? That's how you know you got the flim flam package, when only the people leading can take that information and make some money off of it. Because last time I checked, if you're going to play with the word spirituality, it definitely should be food, clothing, and shelter, and protection of that food, clothing, and shelter. What we saying? I'm saying that don't say you teaching when you the only one can profit off of what the hell you teaching? That's what I'm saying. Just say I'm an entertainer. I'm Pseudo Sanchez, the entertainer. I'm Calloway, the entertainer. Just say that. And we just tune in and be entertained. But don't fake us out, man. Yeah, because it's wild when you spend time in the conscious community and then you realize that all the stuff that you really wanted to find out about the origins of black people, where they came from, things that aren't that are not glorified in the African American story, Black American story, all these things can actually be found in your local library or in college libraries. We all have access to college libraries. Okay, who knew? Yeah, as soon as you see it on the title, the hidden history, tune off. You know they lying. They making it up. It ain't hidden. If it's hidden, it's fake anyway. Come on now. Now, I'm not saying that everything there is to know has been known and every person ever walked on the earth story has been told. That's not what I'm saying. But there is a way to get to it. And the way they be trying to teach you, right? You ain't getting to it. There's no way to fact check it. There's no way to measure it. There's no way to know whether you lying or not. I'm a black Indian. Well, how the hell you get over here? Well, we just popped up out of nowhere. Nonsense. Oh, the earth is flat. Oh, how's the earth flat? Can't explain it. Can't get a theory behind it. Can't get a model. None of that. There's a whole lot of different people saying this and saying that. That's called confusion, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't it time for us to stop being confused? We're a marginalized community, simple as that. The kids, the babies, that's in juvenile detention centers, their literacy rate, they're illiterate to the tune of 80% of them. Let me show the facts. We're going to keep beating the drum to show you that really what you think is conscious is really anti-literacy programming. That's what it is. So y'all like that word programming. So y'all, yeah, if I say that, oh yeah. Yeah, it's right here. 2/3 of students who cannot read proficiently by the end of the 4th grade will end up in jail or on welfare, ladies and gentlemen. That's wow to me. That's wow. Literacy statistics and juvenile court. Move right here. Now y'all know why I'm banging. 85% of all juveniles who interface with the juvenile court system are functionally illiterate. The conscious community is a breeding ground for functional illiteracy. Yeah, if you're saying the earth is flat, you're definitely illiterate, meaning you can't read the material that will tell you you're wrong. And you definitely don't know enough about what you're talking about to know when you're wrong. More than 60% of all prison inmates are what, y'all? Functionally illiterate. The penal institution's records show that inmates have a 16% chance of returning to prison if they receive literacy help. What is this telling us? When you learn to read, you learn to figure things out because your world opens up for you. And if you happen to get in trouble, you got something to get back to. That's why I'm here right here. Because although I got in trouble growing up, not when I was a juvenile, as I was an adult and decided to make adult decisions, I made bad decisions. But least, watch this. Let me say this. I'm going to hold that but least. Hold me to the but least. I'm going to give you what the but least is. I want to do this. It says, as opposed to 70% who receive no help. This equates to taxpayers' cost of $25,000 per year per inmate, and nearly double that amount of juvenile offenders. Illiteracy and crime is closely related. I say again, illiteracy and crime is closely related. Oh, we can see that now, huh? We sure can. The Department of Justice states the link between academic failure and delinquency, violence, and crime is welded to reading failure. Man. Over 70% of the inmates in American prisons cannot read above a 4th grade level. And this is where the rubber meets the road, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to say this again. Over 70% of inmates in American prisons cannot read above a 4th grade level. And they not saying black, white, Chinese, none of that. But y'all know the story, though. When a European has a cold, or when the European community has a cold, the black community got the daggone coronavirus. So I can imagine those numbers are staggering. And you can tell. You got to ask yourself, right? We need to become more literate on things that will help change our life. Even if you can read and write, you're illiterate on things that can help change your life. Putting together a real business plan. Shout out to Mo. Shout out to you for making sure my business was right. Put the proper paperwork together. So we got people in the community that can help you. Shout out to the sisters who are very literate. Help us put together. And then you got people doing shows talking about can the sisters lead. The shit becomes stupid at a certain point. Those who show the propensity to lead can lead. Now back to that hold on point that I talked about. So at least when I got in trouble, I could go back to the foundation that was laid in literacy, in reading and writing. Because I would always find myself in a situation, whether it was a shooting gallery, right? You know, where they shoot dope and smoke drugs and drink alcohol. Alcohol is a drug for all y'all struggling with alcoholism and don't know it. Bobby Banger in here. See, we teaching. Been through all those scenarios. But at least I could be in those spaces and say, I don't think I belong. I don't belong in here. I always felt like I was a little bit different, a little bit, yeah. Because it was my level of literacy that I was not applying. And I end up doing the same thing, getting sucked up into what they call the conscious community, which was really a whole bunch of illiterate people promoting crazy, insane ideas that they actually got from their European counterparts while they yell to the top of their lungs that the white man is the devil, but yet teach everything that misguided Europeans is teaching to their failed communities. So they gave you information that only allowed the successful pseudos to make money, and the rest of their communities was failed, because there is no pseudo community in the history of mankind that has actually built a civilization. Let me say that a little more clearer. I am telling you that the conscious community that we all love to hate actually teaches discarded European white as lily information, and then yell to the top of the lungs that the white man is the devil and we don't like nothing white. Or if that's the case, why you take the dumbest white people to bring it to your community? That I will never understand. And I can say this 100 times and everybody will miss it. So I'm going to say it real slow again. The New Age community, right? They call it the New Age community. Madame Blavatsky and all of them, right? Russian. She's a Russian, Madame Blavatsky. She went to India. See, they call her mystics. She studied amongst the mystics. And she brings it back to the United States. She is one of the sources of the New Age community. So the New Age community is really the European discarded community, because they was trying to come up with a new science. You know, like, this is the age of Aquarius, all that, right? Another word for the new age community, right, is the conscious community. So the conscious community, right, is actually the black version of the new age community, where you mix all your religions together. All you gotta do is sit back and think about what I'm saying. You don't gotta believe me. You don't gotta think I'm right. But think about it. If you're mixing your unk with your chakras and your kundalini and all of that, and your Hindu this and this, that, and the other, you're part of the new age community. The black version is the conscious community. Don't be mad. Just smile. If you think you possess special powers, you know, like you can stir a person out, put a spell on somebody. You know, we got them people. Do y'all know how many spells I got on me? They spell me to death. They got so many spells that the spells is blocking spells. Bing, bing, bah, boom, boom, boom. Everybody shooting spells at me. Spells and prayers. I didn't pray. How many people praying for me? Yeah. Did the prayers start bouncing off the prayers and the spells start breaking off the spells and it be missing because it's too much? Yeah. Because people don't like what I say or the way I say it. Man, conscious community, new age community. Madam Bavowski, look it up. You can type in the new age community and see about all what they study. Right. So, yeah, we just getting there. Let's jump in real fast. So we understand how being illiterate and illiteracy is directly tied to the way you read and the way you understand things. Juveniles are in jail at the juvenile jails. 80% of them are illiterate. Meaning they can't read, they can't comprehend ideas. So now we see why you got people, you say, why the hell did he shoot him? Dog, you stepped on my shoe. Or the majority of the people that's going to shoot you for stepping on a shoe are illiterate. Yeah, you know, like when you get locked up, yo, you got to fight over a cookie. Yeah, you can't let a person take a cookie from you in jail. Story time. Yeah, locked up, city jail, hot, summertime. Jail's overflowing. They got us in the gym. That's the worst thing ever, because you ain't even got the cell to protect you from the wild animals in there. So we in the gym with these boats you got to sleep on. So now it's every man for theyself. Who can navigate the situation? Shout out to Gary. It's my man. That's another story. Every time I get locked up, I run into Greg, my fault, Greg. Black Greg, right? In the street in Baltimore, Maryland, yo, they say he a dope fiend, stick-up man, right? Get high, small, a little bit small. In jail, he thick, he big, he fit, he run the joint. And every time I get locked, I run into him. So anyway, we in Baltimore City Jail, right? Hot, summertime. In the gym, right? Watch how the petty is. In the gym. I go out on the courtyard, right? I'm chilling, I'm looking around, chilling. And I was thinking, I said, yo, if I wanted to escape, how would I get out of here? I looked over there. I looked at the pipe. It was like a pipe leading from the ground. I said, maybe I could crawl. I just walked over there, looked. I said, oh, shit, what's that? Oh, shit. I grabbed it. It was a metal screw sword. It was melted down and shaved down. Shit was about this long. A lot of you know, I was like, I got the power. What? Huh? Well, that's like having a thermonuclear weapon. What? So I got it. Couple dudes come over. Yo, let me hold that. Nah, nigga, you can't hold that. Excuse my language. That's the first play. They already, because once you hand it over to somebody, right? I don't even know you asked me for, they ain't gonna give it back. That's the first play. Nah. I see my man Greg, he said, boy, I see you got that. Yeah, we got that. We was like, yeah, we can run that now. We got him. Now. So we ran the phone. We control who could talk on the phone, all that, right? But the petty part was the candy bar. Let me tell you about the candy bar. So this dude left some candy bars with a guy. He didn't leave. He said, yo, watch that. First of all, if you locked up, don't know dude you don't know, say, yo, go watch that for me, yo. He kind of pimping you a little bit. Nigga, is you paying me to watch that? That's the thing should come out your mouth. Yo, so would you paying me to watch that? But for him to say, yo, watch that, he really chumping you off. So he told this dude that was sleeping right beside, yo, watch that. All right, he leave a candy bar there. Candy bars. Boom. My man Greg, right? Take them. Now, here's a decision. If you eat that candy bar, then whatever come with it, you got to be with it. Even if a person say you took it, you got to be with the smoke. So we decided, I'm with the smoke. I take some of that Snickers. If you eat one piece of the candy bars, you got to be with the smoke. Give me mines. I'm with it. I'm eating my candy bar, my man eating it. And there was another dude with us, right? Yeah, I'm with it. So he eating some candy bars. The guy come back. First of all, he asked the dude who was watching with my candy bar. Now, the guy who was really left to watch it didn't see us take it from him. Didn't see Greg snatch it, right? So he was like, I don't know. So they chased him around. How the hell you gonna run in the gym? I don't know, they chased him around, beat him up, boo, 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 boo. Then he came back and approached us. Nigga looked at me. Yo, you seen that candy bar? I'm like this. Nah, nigga. But I stare at him. I look him in his face. Nah, nigga. Look at my man Greg. Now, Greg, black, big. What? Nah, nigga. And the other dude that was with us was like, well, man, I think I was like, he cracked. Man. Man. You cracked up now? Wow. Dude ended up smacking him, bow, my candy. It was crazy. But ain't that petty over a candy bar, yo? And how vicious situations get over a candy bar. That's because, one, they force you to act like you're an animal, right? No, animals don't read, They force you in a situation where you got to be a barbarian, right? Who the hell gonna fight somebody over a candy bar, almost lose their life over a candy bar? That's how it is in jail. That's how it is in prison. You can lose your life over some cookies, over a candy bar. That's how it is. Like we used to have a store in jail, right? Meaning when you get your commissary, you pay us back. So we got a store, because I always had money in jail, right? Always had money, right? I cut hair in jail. And just always had money. So, me and my man Greg always would have a store, right? So if I give you a candy bar or some cookies or some chips or some tuna fish, whatever it is, you give me 3 of them back. And you gotta have it back on the day you say you're gonna have it back or you're gonna get it. And we was cracking people's heads. That's petty. Did I really feel like doing all that? Nah, man. Did I know I was wild? Yeah. Yeah, because I was literate. But that's the life of illiteracy. And now we see why. Because the juveniles, right, is forced into the penal system of adults, ignorant. When I say ignorant, meaning they don't know. That's why 80% of the inmates, 60% of the inmates, 70% of the inmates, they can't read or write, y'all. So then why we're allowing, and this is why I told the whole petty story of how petty you are when you are illiterate, right? Why would we sit here and allow people to promote anti-literacy, anti-intellectualism, go against the experts, tell us you don't need school? How many times y'all heard that? Well, you know how many times I had to argue, you don't need school. Well, we don't need college. Everybody might not be fit for college. Of course. But everybody that want to have some money, you're going to have to get some extra schooling. Even if you want to be more than just a plumber, you want to be a master plumber, you got to go to school. Even if you drive 18-wheelers, you got to go to school. You got to get more. So you was always need to know how to read and write. But we actually got, and I ain't even looking at the chat. I'm pretty sure somebody in the chat, we don't need that white man stuff. Well, hell, we speak in English. So if you speak English, then you might as well, read and write. Think about it. We're literally in a community that will promote, don't go to school, you don't need school, you don't need college, we don't need that. What message is it that the adults are giving to the people? Think about that. We supposed to be the conscious community, right? And we telling people that it ain't in the, you can't, I done heard that you can't find everything in the book. Brother, Yeah, y'all see what I got right here, right? Yeah, I got Dawkins. Oh, that's white man. I got Dawkins, Richard Dawkins, and the Yang Wang. Okay, the ancestors tale. I got the War on Science, Sean Otto, right? I got this one, Donald R. Prethero, Reality Check: How Science Deniers Threatens Our Future. Yeah, man. So it's funny. The whole time we was thinking that the conscious community was going to elevate us, right? When they was actually threatening our future. Meaning we was going to tell our kids that the earth was flat and we the original black Hebrews and we this and we that. See, it's not a problem to have a belief. The problem is when you can't figure out if your belief ain't just but a belief and you build a whole community around it and only you, the leader, can get money off of it. And that, my ladies and gentlemen, is one of the problems. And by the way, they all promote ignorance. Oh, Unc, you tripping. Ah, man, you found white people. Man, really? So now being literate is white. Last time I checked, it was Africa that has one of the oldest written languages. Papyrus, like paper literally comes from Africa. Really? Libraries, Africa. Golden Age. Egyptians had 3 golden ages. West Africa had golden age. Golden age, Timbuktu. West Africa, schooling, schools, colleges, universities. That's a black thing, right? Scientific method, the origin of it. We ran through all that. Scientific method, math, geometry, you know what I'm saying? This is the Egyptians bring that. What is it? How is it to know all things? What tool do you use to know all things? Math unlocks the mystery. Yeah, Einstein used math, right? Yeah. Theory of general relativity, math, equation, So the Egyptians wasn't wrong. Man. Come on, man, the mathematical papyri, look it up. Come on, yo. I'm gonna knock all these down, watch. Yeah, so, funny. Yeah, oh, don't read them books by them white people, man. Don't read them. Yeah, read this once a year. Destruction of Black Civilization, Chancellor Williams tells you that the African would die to get their hands on books. Right? When they civilizations was fall, yo, they be scrambling back to get back into education, yo. This is one of the primary themes in the book. The destruction of the Black civilization, bro. Yeah. What y'all talking about? We read around here. Don't let them tell you don't read no books. And now we can listen to the download. Everybody don't like reading. Now, I suggest you read something on a regular basis. It helps exercise your mind, man. Like, yeah. But you might just be a person that like listening to Audible. You know what I'm saying? Listen to that. You might like looking at some videos and read. But you're going to have to listen to, or read some literature, man. Right? And we read good work, man. Black, white, Chinese, we read good work around here, man. Yeah, don't let them shame you. They play the shame game around here. Watch this. So let me touch them up a little bit. Let me touch them up. Shout out to everybody that's in here, man. Man. Yeah, Cube, you just don't got nothing much better to do, Cube. Cube. Hey, man, shout out to Cube, man. Help that man build a successful show so he can leave me alone. Yeah, he petty. Cube is petty. Cube can't even do his own show. Cube just like coming over here. Cube, I don't even be over there on your show, though, Cube. Hey, Cube, you ever notice I don't be on your show? You know why, Cube? Because you have nothing for me, Cube. See? You have absolutely nothing for me, Cube. If you had something, Cube, I would listen to you, Cube. But I realize you be having fun, Cube. Cube say we monkeys, and we'll do a whole lecture on it. Wow. Cube, a wild guy. Shout out to Kent, man. Pseudo kill official, man. Black Lion. Supreme. Chef and L in the space. Yeah. 504 top level. Y'all know what it is, man. Let me play the clip. Let me clip them up from Bobby Clips. Let me clip them up. Clipping them up. Shout out to Science for Sean, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. You know how we say it. You don't fuck with who fuck with me. Y'all gotta know that. I suggest all y'all do that. Figure out who don't deserve to be around you and get them away from you, man. Keep conversations with good dudes, man. We all make mistakes and our friendships, yo. Mend them friendships, man. Mend them friendships, man. All right, let's get right here. Watch this. Watch how ridiculous the whole thing is. Just ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, first of all, I'm never going to allow people who promote anti-scientific rhetoric and jargon, who actually promote ignorance in the community, to talk crazy about some powerful black women. I'm on your head for life until you apologize for making the mistakes. Watch how bananas this is. Watch this. First of all, right, we all seen the movie Hidden Figures. If you haven't, sit your butt down and watch it. Get the babies, get your family now the movies and watch it. All right? Now watch this. Watch how reckless this guy is. He's just reckless. Reckless. Here we go.
I don't believe now one of them hoes. Pipes.
That's funny. I don't believe near one of them hoes, and he hit the laugh button. Now they hoes, right? See? And y'all pile up and listen to this man talk crazy about some black Americans that was pioneers. This dude say they ain't save black men. He ain't say black women and black. He said they ain't do nothing, but they actually did the thing that he was really saying they didn't do. They actually did it. Why they gotta be hoes? But watch this. We're gonna let this rock. Hold on. Watch this. We're gonna let it rock.
Because you got to have the right spigot when you water the flowers. Hose pipes are important for the house. You know what I'm saying? Now check this out, y'all. I don't believe now one of these tricks. As I'm concerned.
Hold on, these dudes got an affinity with them. Look in the comment section. That's another smart place to be when you're over there. Look, I bet you pull up they father, they got some part in the Masons. Really? They scared of the Masons and they scared of white people. This is the funniest thing ever. Pseudos are actually scared of their number one teachers, which is white people, and the Masons. Like they can't even read a book on Masons to see what it really is. And they make something up about it. And watch this. Here's the funny part. And I'm going to finish the clip. The funny part is it was the Catholic Church. The very thing that they all claim to not follow. It was the Catholic Church, y'all, that actually demonized the Masons. Because they was kind of the Masons in them and the Illuminati. Read Mark Bonnell's work, book 2. Right? Those who's illuminated, they was the ones promoting African as being the origin of religion. The Egyptians is the source of all religions. That was them. And the Catholic Church was trying to demonize them because they was getting into the age of enlightenment. Okay? So every time you're afraid of the Masons and talk crazy about the Masons, you really found the Catholic Church. See, they always be walking contradictions. Let me finish this as he talked reckless about the sisters.
Use a line 304. What they call them? All of these women that helped the white man go to the moon was in the AKA. They was in some black sisterhood, Delta sorority. I don't trust none of you 304s.
See? So if you happen to go to school, we talking about in the 50s, 60s. If you happen to go to school and get intelligent and move forward, and do something positive, right? You're a hoe. If you happen to be in a college setting and belong to a sorority and do some powerful things and have connections after you get out of college that will help bring more resource to your community, you're a hoe. They make up a whole story about that. But if you happen to sell dope and get money and do all that like I did in Baltimore, then I'm a champion. Stupid. Backwards. Retarded. Do you know what I had to go through? Don't you know I wish I was in somebody's university belonging to something? Instead of putting my life on the line for nothing, watching people die in the streets, only to get here in the conscious community to hear somebody talk reckless about that very thing I wish I'd have went to. Think about that for a minute, y'all. Ain't no way. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Here we go. They hoes, huh? Yeah.
As I'm concerned, you is a lying hose pipe. Okay, we got to trick the algorithm. Look at this big goofy shit that she's standing in front of. You don't think that the white man can fire him some lying ass?
Stop. Can y'all please help me? Experimental test control. It's a IBM, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of the first damn computers. Is it me? He calling her a hoe. Now, she wasn't even, this particular sister wasn't actually featured in the movie Hidden Figures. He don't even know that. All he know, he uses little Google fingers and talk reckless about this human computer. Because she considered a human computer, by the way. Getting money in the 50s, by the way. Up for awards, congressional medals, all that type of thing. And yet we talk crazy. So you tell me where we at. You tell me they're not promoting anti-literacy. You tell me now that they ain't doing all that. If you in the chat right now, I ain't looking in the chat, and you saying, yo, he tripping, yo, you're illiterate. And I'm saying it, and you take it like you want to take it. Because you can't do nothing about it. You can't produce a source that would say that that wasn't an IBM. How you going to talk about an IBM? Look, watch.
That's black women. I don't believe them lying hoes. Sweat, bro. If you think that these black women helped the white man go to the moon, but they couldn't help the black man go to the top of the generational wealth gap, you's a goddamn fool.
Let me go back. Yeah, that's stupid. I don't even want to go back.
Where do I start with this title? Because, boy.
Oh, no. I went too far. I want to go right
Let's say the black women of NASA for a minute. Where do I start?
And he jump all around, yo.
I was comfortable with just my little security knowledge from the military and my little measly. I did a breakdown and decoding of this movie. And if you would like to check, drop those one. Let me see who's seen that movie. Yeah. And, well, actually, no, let's do it. Let's go with them first. So drop a one in the chat room if you saw the movie Hidden Figures about the black women of NASA. Hidden Figures. Drop those one. Let me see who's seen that movie. Guess a lot of y'all saw it, eh? Communities to overcome this white man. Oh, I'm about to fuck y'all up today, boy. Yeah, buddy. You didn't think I was gonna hit you with that one, did it? Watch this, y'all. 3 black women helped the white man go to the moon, but they ain't helped the black man lead a hood. Yeah. That part. Watch this. 3 black women helped the white man make it to the moon, y'all. during the time of landline phones. You know what? This the part where they say, bro, Sanchez, you wrong. I don't believe now one of them hoes. Pipes.
Because of landline phones, they couldn't have went to the moon? How could you have a landline phone and have the ability to go to the moon? That's what he's actually saying.
Because you got to have the right spigot when you water the flowers. Hose pipes are important for the house. You know what I'm saying? Now check this out, y'all. I don't believe now one of these tricks. As I'm concerned, use a line 304. What they call them? All of these women that helped the white man go to the moon was in the AKA. They was in some black sisterhood, Delta sorority. I don't trust none of them 304s. As I'm concerned, you is a lying hose pipe. Okay, we got this trick, the algorithm. Look at this big goofy shit that she's standing in front of. You don't think that the white man could find him some lying ass black women? I don't believe them lying hoes. Not your boy. Now, let me tell you something, bro. There's another trick out here. And she's a crisis actor. Her name is...
So we're going to stop right there. All that's a lie. Let me pause this 1 second. I hope y'all pondered in a minute for that. So let's see exactly who this lady is. All right, the picture, the actual, he just talking crazy. We got Google fingers. No, this particular lady, she wasn't even in the Hidden Colors, right? But she was definitely one of the sisters, right here. Okay. Let me get you who the sister really is for a minute here. Let me show you who the sister really is. Miss Roy, Melba Roy. All right, here you go. This is her right here, Melba Roy. Melba Roy, look. Here you go. Here you go, look. So, who is she? She's not a hoe. Okay? And no, she wasn't in the Hidden Figures. No, not this character wasn't. Okay? But the story is generally loosely talking about these sisters in general. But she definitely wasn't actually, one of the characters that they was talking about in the movie. So who is she? She's a mathematician. So if Pseudo Sanchez would have been a mathematician, he would know that the earth wasn't flat. And he could actually teach and inspire, black men and black women, in our community to become mathematicians. Because there's actually a calculation to show you the size and shape of the earth, ladies and gentlemen. So if he was a mathematician, he wouldn't say, so he'd be actually streaming live with 1,000 people in there, giving them that work that they could actually take out into their community. But he's not a mathematician, but he calls black women hoes that are mathematicians. Was an American mathematician who served as what? An assistant chief of research program. Assistant chief research program at NASA Trajectory. Look, Geodynamics Division in 1960s. Hell, you couldn't even go to a white bathroom in 1960s, but she at NASA, but she a hoe, huh? Look, and headed a group of NASA mathematicians called computers. Ooh, we're gonna get into that. Human computers, look, archives, human computers, NASA. Yeah, these sisters was called human computers. She's standing beside an IBM. This dude don't know nothing. She was actually tracking the Echo satellites. What are we talking about? What are we doing? Her computations help produce the orbital element timetable by which millions can view the satellite from Earth as it passes overhead. You can go outside and see satellites, ladies and gentlemen. What are we doing? It's the illiterate community. But she a hoe. Wow. Crazy. This is where we at. And you got people cheering. If you say the earth is flat, they cheering to the top of their lungs. If you say no, the study of the size and shape and orientation of the earth is geodesy, they saying boo. If you're saying human beings didn't dive out the pages of a Bible or dive out the ocean or dive out the sun, if you say that, my fault, if you say that, they cheering. Ah, yeah, and man was alone. He took a rib. God took a rib from man and made a woman. Yeah. Humans evolved. Boo. Black sisterhood helped win the space race to the moon. Boo. They hoes. Earth is flat. Yeah. This is where we at. This is the community we in. Thank goodness I've always been different. Thank goodness I've always been against the foolery. Thank goodness, huh? This is who he wanted to talk about. He wanted to talk about Sister Katherine Johnson, right? Dorothy Vaughan, Mary Johnson, Mary Jackson. You know, they got them congressional medals. Boo, they agents. Boo, they was in sororities. They agents, they spies. Nah, they just intelligent black women. So intelligent black women are hoes, But flat earthers and fakians and pseudos are great. Where are we? Are we in a world by ourselves? We actually are. The conscious community is a little small niche, right? And the reason I'm going so hard these days is because now it is crossed over to the general African American community. That's why you can see people on the Breakfast Club that's pseudos. So the Breakfast Club is promoting pseudoisms. Rappers are pseudo. Basketball players are pseudo. African Americans. Anti-high-level medical science. Anti-NASA. Crazy. So we talking about Mary Jackson? Dorothy Vaughan? They hoes, huh? How great is these women? Let me show you. Let me debunk the flat earth right in front of your face with this sister right here. Is a mathematician whose calculation of all orderable mechanisms, you don't see it going around a flat earth, do you? As NASA employee were critical to the success of the first and subsequent U.S. crewed space flights. First of all, Sputnik was Russia. Russia actually made it to space first with Sputnik. Look it up. And so they was trying to race to the moon. Why? Because it would give you high ground. It would show you had the propensity. That's why they fought to see who would get there first. Y'all wouldn't even understand it. Y'all think they didn't go. This community promotes they didn't make it. They didn't go. How could they? Van Allenbelt. Ignorance. The ignorant community promotes that. The high-level European community don't promote that. The high-level African-American community don't promote that. The low-level, Madame Blavatsky, New Age community, chakras, crystal community promotes that they didn't go to the moon. Anti-scientific, anti-intellectual. Let's get right here. This is going to get them. In the context of space flight launch period is a collection of days, and launch window is the time period on a given day during which particular rockets must be launched in order to reach its intended target. This debunks the flat earth. Now, a picture, a video is worth 1,000 words. So here we go. Blue is the earth. Y'all see the blue? That's the earth moving, right? Insight, right? The animation of the insight, that's actually a probe, right? I'm gonna let it start over again. That's the time and date, 2018. Watch this. Pay attention. That's the sun. Now watch it taking off. Now watch the probe leave the earth, right? You gotta calculate that because it got to meet up with Mars, ladies and gentlemen. And if you don't got the right mathematical equation, if you think the earth is flat, you're gonna miss and die. You're gonna blow up the daggone probe. But watch how it reaches right there. Look at this. Bah! Landing successful. So you had this sister, Carolyn, who actually put together, she used an old ancient Greek mathematical ancient equation to actually do this, where most people they couldn't do it. She did, though. She put that together with some of her colleagues. This right here debunks the flat earth. That's the sun in the middle, ladies and gentlemen, right there. All right? That's the probe leaving the earth, and it's going to run into the green because the green is Mars. That's Mars moving. Why is Mars moving? Why is the earth moving? Why do you need a launch window? Because everything is moving. If it was flat, you wouldn't be moving. If everything was stable and flat and not moving, then why would you need mathematics to go from one place to another? You just go there because it wouldn't be moving. But since it's moving and everything is moving in a cosmos, ladies and gentlemen, it's moving, it's not flat. That's why you gotta have the proper mathematics to do what? To land. Those who understand this will have kids that will understand this, that will get jobs and produce businesses that will be fit for the space age. Not on my watch will I allow a group of people to teach anti-intellectualisms. I will not allow it. Say what you want to say, do what you want to do, like me, you don't, I don't care. There you go. That debunks the whole flat earth. It's out of here. Nonsense. Right there. Right in front of your face. Simple. Wow. So let's crack a little bit of atheism real quick. So I never understand why the community argues over God and religion when the community all believe in God. Wrong show. Just pop up man like that. Boo. I be over there. It ain't 8 o'clock yet. I want to get warmed up for y'all. Sister, I be there. Wrong. Hit the wrong door. You know how you walking down the hall? She went hit the wrong door. Back to where I was at. So they always say, man, you're an atheist, blase, blase, but y'all don't believe in God, right? Y'all believe in Yahweh Elohim? Y'all believe in El? No. We believe in the goddess and the gods. You believe in God then? Yeah. I find it to be very funny to me that two religious people all go over their religion. One claim to have the original religion, the other one claim to have the right religion, and they argue, and it's funny to me. One claim to say, and all of them say, Unc is crazy because he a non-believer. Wow. Let me see if I can show this paper right here. 1 second. Where is the paper? Hold on. We show this paper, man. All right, so we come right here. Definition of atheism, the Journal of Religion and Society. Yeah, y'all know I'm going to go live too. Next door in the other studio, interviewing me. Wanted to get some things off my chest, right? And so we come to this section right here, this paper, right? Hit me up in an email. Pseudo killer's email. Y'all can get this. All right. It says atheism is atheism. So theism. An atheist is someone who does not subscribe to the central tenets of theism. The A is an alpha privans. It denies what follows. See? Atheist. Theism. Right? It said, so an atheist denies what theist tries to confirm. This is a mistake everybody make. By denying what follows, you do not become identical with what follows. Theism. Someone who is a religious is simply what it says, not religious. It is not the case that by denying a religion, you, by some magical trick, invent a religion of your own. The religion or irreligious or a religious people. Perhaps this sounds like commonplace. Nevertheless, it is necessary to state it. Often atheists are considered to be driven by a religious impulse. The religious impulse to deny religion. And denying religion is in itself a religion, it is said. Actually, we have seen that this is not true. Because atheism is the denial of theism. Every track on atheism should always address the question, what is theism? Theism is the same as a more current term, monotheism. Theists are adherents of one of three theistic religions: Judaism, Islam, and Christianity. Theists believe in one God. That makes the word monotheism, strictly speaking, what it says. But theism is more than belief in one God. It requires also conception of a specific God. God, according to the theist, is good, and not only good in the sense you and I can be good, but perfectly good. I find this whole thing interesting when people fight against me for being an atheist, when them themselves claim not to believe. So we got 10 minutes left. All right. Anybody want to dive on? Right? You want to say something, question, speak? You know, if y'all enjoyed the lecture. If not, it's all gravy. Right? Drop that link. Y'all coming real quick, man. You know, I appreciate it, man. Bobby Banger Show, man. You know how we doing it, man. Make sure everything is good, man. Everything's good. Make sure everything's smooth. We just refuse to allow them to bring us in ignorance. And then you sit back and you realize that all the stuff I was looking for was really in that secret vault called the library, called higher learning. And anything we felt like we didn't get, we should have produced schools. We should have produced homeschooling programs. We should have produced quote unquote Sunday and Saturday schools. We could have did that. We still can do that. Shout out to Oya Mayat. She's doing just that. She's not talking about it. She's being about it. And we right there. And we showing y'all what it is. We not talking, right? It ain't in the talk. It's in how you walk it. So what I produce, charismatic people who just speak to you and the only ones can benefit from it, we're actually producing babies that will produce babies that will build strong communities. Literate communities, those who will stay out of jails at high levels, those who will be able to read and write proficiently, those who will be able to support the community in the Stone Age. While y'all talk that flat earth cowboys and Indians and the black Hebrew, this, that, and the other, and the religion and nonsense and the pseudo and the chakras and the sabies and all that and the feel good bad and all that nonsense and the 5 keys and the corny Rizza Islams and all that nonsense. Did I say Rizza Islam? Why do I call Rizza Islam corny? Because he's a walking contradiction at all times. What do you mean? Well, your choice, you have a choice. Whether to get vaccinated, whether to not, I don't even care at this point. Do what you want to do. Do what your heart say do. But what you can't do is you can't bang on vaccines and then use the very thing that supports vaccines, because then you're a walking contradiction. You can't say vaccines is dangerous, vaccines is this. Here's my source, CDC. Then you become a walking contradiction because the CDC absolutely agrees with vaccines. That's why I say Rizza Islam is quacking. That's why. That's like saying, the earth is flat, but I'm going to use NASA to prove the earth is flat. See? Yeah. That's like saying, I don't deal with science, but always got the word science in your mouth. The religious amongst us. I don't believe in science, white man science, but yeah, the science says. See? Right. Well, contradiction. Anyway, I threw that in there, man. And y'all come on through. Anybody got something that you feel like, I said was wild, out of order, man? Yeah, y'all can say something, man. I'm listening. I ain't debating with y'all tonight. I ain't got time for that. I don't even want to do that. I'm going to do my water. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm going to let y'all do it. Yeah, get up here and give us something that makes some sense, man. You scared to touch that link up, huh? Mm-hmm. Anyway, let me see. Let me just have some fun and read the comments. Well, we don't have to agree with everything. I don't believe in the jab. And yeah, I get it, bro. Yeah, you just might realize that having a belief is totally different from understanding. Just different. Maybe if you understood it, you would recognize what's it for. And yes, as a human being, as a Black American, you have the right to choose what you want. The only thing you can't do is misinform your community about it. But yes, if that's your personal choice, then that's your personal choice. I totally agree with you on that. But I would suggest, for a minute, step out your comfort zone. You see that book back there? It's a good book of biology. Right? Find a good book on the subject, man, and get away from the noise, right? And see what you come up with. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Let's see who we got. How ironic is it to be a science denier over a laptop made using science? Oh, man. Don't trust anyone that says, trust me, be careful. Man, shut up, man. What is that? Stop it. Stop it. You don't know me to trust me. How about that? Know a person. How about that? I would never ask you to trust me. I would ask you to investigate what I said. Come here. What's going on? Baltimore. What up with you?
What's the deal?
Hey, go over here banging.
Yeah, hey, you gotta hit on that point when you was telling them that they're illiterate. Come on, y'all, don't come in here. You gotta hit on that point by telling them that they're illiterate. You said that you're illiterate because come here. You move. Yeah, you were saying they're illiterate because they can't read the information or comprehend the information that'll disprove, you know what I mean, what they're saying.
Right.
You not even on your literacy is below the level, right, where you'll be able to read to understand that your position is false.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like that's why when you were saying, the middle school, you gotta keep them right there. It's just like Wikipedia. Wikipedia, that's why I hate when we go past Wikipedia, right? Because like you said, newspapers, Wikipedia, they are written on a level that basically a middle school person would understand. The moment we go past that and start reading journals, right, that's made for college level, right, academia, you didn't already miss the part where you could actually help them niggas at. You feel me? Yeah. You didn't overshot your position, you dig what I'm saying, by 50 miles. You dig what I'm saying? That's called overkill, right? That means that, right, if you're trying to send Al Qaeda a message, right, you shouldn't blow up the whole city. You dig what I'm saying? That's you done went above the situation. It's like when you trying to teach your child a lesson, right? Or swimming, right? You would hear crazy people say, just throw them in the pool. Right?
Oh man.
Yeah, that's dangerous as hell.
That's dangerous as hell.
So you overshoot your position, right? Because now that can scare a child and they never want to get in the water again.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
So what you do when you go to the journal, right? You overshoot your position because you lose everybody. When you should stay right there in the middle school. Yo, I know y'all are illiterate. I come from the same community y'all come from. So it's like asking, where did you get twisted at, right? A person don't get twisted in algebra, right? They get twisted somewhere in 3rd grade math. You dig what I'm saying? It's the fundamentals that got you twisted, not the high level shit. You dig what I'm saying? Your mathematics, right? Your foundation is off. You missed a couple steps. So you got to go back to the foundation is where Sanchez and them messed up at.
Right.
You feel me?
They messed up at the foundation. Absolutely.
You messed at the foundation. Take the bitch back to middle school, yo.
Yeah.
You feel me? If you can't get past this middle school science book, there's no point in me pulling out a goddamn academic source for you.
Yeah, I had to realize that, bro. Like, I ain't doing it. It don't even make no sense, bro. Like, nope. You don't even need to read that. Don't read that.
Right.
Yeah, that's not written for you. You right. I got it. Right. You calling, you're right.
Yeah, it goes above the and is a play. It actually shows, right? It actually it actually jokes them, right? Right? Because it's called sarcasm, right?
Right.
A level of teaching has to come with sarcasm.
Absolutely.
Right? Because you gotta show a person, you gotta make a person feel stupid, right? To a certain degree. To actually break them down, to show them, yo, it's something that you just don't know.
Yeah, you don't understand it.
You just don't know. And the biggest thing, right, in school, the biggest thing when we laugh at people in school, in grade school, right? When you laugh at them, right? If the girls laugh at you, then you feel stupid.
Facts.
You feel stupid. Now, you got to do this to grown people. If you still walking around in 2023 talking about the earth is flat, you supposed to be laughed at. You're supposed to be told that you're illiterate, right? We supposed to, if you're walking around talking about you're a Native American, right?
Yeah, you're illiterate.
And that the slave trade never happened.
Yeah, you're illiterate.
You're illiterate.
Yeah, what are you reading?
What?
You can't be reading. You can't be reading. No literature says that. No literature says that. You're right.
Yes. My grandmother and them, right, got some stuff wrong about their religion, right?
Yeah.
They never said this crazy nonsense.
Nope.
You see what I'm saying? They never said this crazy nonsense.
Nope, they never went that far, yo.
They never went this far. They never said that the slave trade never happened.
Yeah, they tripping.
Right? They never said that the earth was flat. Right? The most argument you'll get out your grandparents is whether Jesus was real and whether the Bible. Other than that, they told you go school, get an education.
Yeah, go school, get education, man. Go get that. But yeah, man, look, we out of here, man. I'm going next door, man. Man, make sure y'all tune in. I'm getting an interview, man. Hey, appreciate you stopping through Chef and L, man. Stop through more often, man. You know how I go, yo.
Always.
Yeah, all right, man. With that, man, we out, man. I'm going next door, man. Y'all stop on over, man. Jump on the panel, man. Them sisters gonna put me on the hot sheet. I see you, Gala Geechee. I see you, man. But we out of here, man. Appreciate that, man.
The king's libation with exotic liqueur. The queen's vibration like a Sada Shakur. A lot of the poor imported foreign threads they ain't got at the store. Nubian Kush and black top pottery jaws, 39% THC, the quality pure. Old rappers try to spit ain't hot as before. It's like I'm 5 flights above, bust the shots at the floor. Cats switch up their style when they ain't got it no more, cause they gotta keep their product in stores to feed their kids. See what that weed did? The yes man agreeing on everything we said. I smother the mic like it's the love of my life. Don't get sliced and beat with the butt of the knife. Brother polite, I say I'm animalistic, cause I still be in the hood with my hand on my pistol. The Hebrews think I'm cannibalistic, E5 divination, channel the mystic, audio visionary. Let's play poetical Pictionary. Picture me burning down your missionary. Yeah, then I send you religion. That red dot on your head, that's Hindu tradition. Invisible, independent, intrinsic shit. I'll bring it all to an end with indivisible gains. Charles Xavier, getting your brain. Mental anguish or manifesting physical pain. Wizard remains to dance in the chemical rain. Breathe slow, then I'm up out of this physical plane. Got military machinery that exercise weaponized greenery. Shine that'll jeopardize the scenery, son. Bruh, the beam 10 times your distance. Inclines convention. Stop rising with no trend line resistance. The parabolic breakout. I'm F-16 with the aeronautic fake out.
God killer, the God killer, the God killer, the God killer. It's the God killer, the God killer.
That's who it is.
The God killer, the God killer. It's the God killer, the God killer, the God killer, the God killer. It's the God killer, the God killer, the God killer, the God killer, the God killer.
Hey, I'm going over there to Unscramble Minds, man, on the House of Consciousness, man. They gonna have me on the hot seat. The sisters. We already know they spooked out. It's gonna be fun. Make sure y'all catch that, right? I ain't cutting no cards. I ain't playing with nobody. All right? Make sure y'all show up over there, man. Support them sisters, man, on the House of Consciousness, man. It's in the studio next door, man. Great slide on over there, man. All right? And, man, y'all know what it is, man. And with that, man, out. Black African Power, family. Bobby Banker in the house.